Well, welcome everybody. My name is Grania Fletcher, and I have the privilege of hosting our Health and Vitality meeting this evening. We are going to be speaking for 30 minutes. You're going to hear from some incredible people all over the world. We are going to start off by speaking to Daz Chettle, who is a great friend of mine. And 3 years ago, I introduced him to these products. And if he was like any other gentleman out there, he was a little bit skeptical, thinking that, what is these things that you're getting me to take? And I just basically said, just take them and see how you go. So I'm going to jump over to New Zealand. Daz is actually somebody who travels an awful lot. He is a traveling kind of preacher. And Daz, I just would love you to share with everybody over the next couple of minutes what these products have done for you.
Awesome. Thanks, Grania. You're a champion. So, yeah, I do travel a lot. Last year I was in 68 different planes. That's in a steel tube at 35,000 feet with a lot of sick people. And here's the deal. I never got sick. That's right. I never got sick. So I've been, to be honest, I don't even really know what's in the pills, but my wife does. And she's very big on health and well-being. So when Grania sent some of these pills over, Breezy, my wife, researched them and she put them in my little pill tray. And I think when Grania told me she was doing the Zoom, I actually said to her, I need to tell these people something because I'm not really big on what they actually do on paper, but here's the deal. So I've been taking them for 3 years, every single day. My wife makes me. Even when I'm traveling, she'll text me, have you taken your vitamins? Yes, darling, I have. Thank you. And about 3 weeks ago, so for 3 years I've been taking them. About 3 weeks ago, something happened. My credit card got stolen and there was a bit of a mix-up and the shipment stopped coming. So I haven't had them for 3 weeks. I haven't had them in my system now for 3 weeks. And honestly, I can feel it. And it's not just a thing up here because I'm traveling and I've noticed that I've been getting sick. I got COVID 2.5 weeks ago, and it's been really hard to shake it, and just don't seem to have that energy that I had when I was popping them every single day. So I'm actually looking forward to getting them back on board. And it actually, when you haven't had them, after having them for 3 years, and even someone like me who's a bit special when it comes to medical stuff, I feel the difference. And I think it's really interesting that I get up at 3 a.m. some mornings and jump on planes. For those 3 years, I never got sick. And I've only been off them for 3 weeks. And I was just saying to my wife before, I've got to leave tomorrow for an 8-day trip. And I said, I just feel crap. Am I allowed to say crap? Is that okay?
Yeah,
well, I just okay. did. And because I just don't feel how I did a month ago. And I think the kicker for me was getting sick. I don't know what's in them, but I honestly was not sick for 3 years until I stopped taking them. So I'm fully on board. If I could wear one of your T-shirts, I would. I'm a supporter. I'm a believer. So get them in you. Happy days, guys.
Thanks, Daz. Thanks, Daz. So you're probably wondering, what are these pills and what is it all about? So I don't want to take up any more time. I want to introduce you to Dr. Gail Pearson, another New Zealand. She's an anaesthetist. And look, Gail opened up basically New Zealand for us 3 years ago. So Gail, I am excited for you to really share with everybody what these pills, why we need them, and, what's your take on all of this?
Thanks, Grania, and thanks, Daz. Men don't take much convincing. You just say, shut up and take it. That's my trick with the men. Sorry, men on the call, but, I'm a scientist. I've been a doctor for over 40 years and an anaesthetist for 30 years. And to me, what I was finding is that people's health wasn't what they thought it was going to be. They ate okay, they did a bit of exercise, they drank a lot of water, and yet they were constantly sick. They had poor energy. They didn't sleep well. They had brain fog in the afternoon. What's going on? Why is the modern lifestyle giving us all of these new age conditions that we've never had before? Well, it's our environment. Our environment is what we are taking in every single day, whether it be our food. It doesn't have the nutrients in the soil that it used to have. Has it got additives in it? Has it got pesticides, herbicides, microplastics? Microplastics are huge at the moment. We're absorbing them into our body. And recently, I've seen an article talking about cardiovascular effects because of microplastics. So they are ubiquitous in our environment. And it's not only that, it's the air that we breathe, it's the water that we drink. How pure is the water that you drink? The stresses that you have, running late for work, financial stresses, emotional stresses, your relationships, that all builds up. And what does that do to your body? It creates something what we call oxygen-free radicals. And oxygen-free radicals damage cells and they cause aging. That's only just one more part. But what I want to talk about tonight is how can we age well and how can we age easily and naturally, because our body has the most amazing abilities to heal itself if it's given the right supports. All of the hardware is there. All we need to do is to reboot the system. It's like a computer. You know, when everything fails on your computer, you just turn it off and start it on again. Well, this is what this is going to do to you. It's rebooting your body naturally. And because I'm a scientist, I understand all of these genetic pathways that is happening. So I want to talk to you a little bit about that tonight. Thanks, Grania. But first of all, I think she's going to show a slide. And here we go. And, you know, you think you haven't aged much. And Facebook always comes up with these memories. And on the right, it came up with my picture in 2014. You know, I was really incredibly happy at that stage. I thought it was lowish sort of stress. I mean, I did have a full-time job as an anaesthetist, raising 3 teenage hormonal girls. That's a stress in itself. Also being on the board of one of the big hospitals in Auckland, as well as running a household, you know, running kids here, there, and everywhere. But, you know, that's me 10 years ago. Look at me on the left. And that was just taken a few weeks ago. And I don't think that I've aged 10 years. In fact, if you look at it closely, I think I've gone backwards in age. And when you see the evidence of the results of these products, I don't think there's much that you need to be convinced about. And you don't need to understand the science at all. Thanks. And so tonight, what I want to just talk about is how can you age well? And it's not all about lifespan. It's not all about how long you live. It's about health span. And can nutrition affect genes? And that's where this comes in. It's a science called nutrigenomics. Nutrition affecting your genomes. And your genes are the small little Lego building blocks of your DNA. So they're already there, but you have the ability to see how they're expressed, and that's called epigenetics. People say to me, can't do anything. It's in my genes, you know, I'm resigned to a life like this. That is not correct. Epigenetics can change 90% of the way that your genes are actually expressed. 90%. So you do not have to be that way. So we're going to talk a little bit about oxidative stress, mitochondrial, and NAD. Now, if we look at the health span versus lifespan, in New Zealand, the average health lifespan for a woman is about 84. For a man, it's 82. Do you know what the average health span is? It's 63 years old. So that means that you have 20 years or so on average of facing a life with medical conditions. Now, it's up to you. What do you want? Do you want to be healthy? Do you want to be able to have energy? Do you want to be able to run around with your grandkids? Or do you want to be one of those people in a walker the whole time, you know, for the last 10, 15 years of your life? You have that choice. So it's all about aging well and adding life to your years. Thanks, Brenda. And these are the products. This is what it's all about. It's about activation. Now, activation means that we are just switching on genetic switches that are already there, already pre-programmed, but we're just switching them back on. It came about with a little product on the left called Protandim NRF2, and that was in 2003. That's a long time ago. They then added another product called NRF1 in 2016, which works at the mitochondria. Now, the mitochondria are the little energy bunnies within the cell, and they are responsible for the energy production, or ATP, within the cell. And then in 2019, they came up with NAD. That is the sort of the master CEO of the cell, and it regulates all the cellular processes, the cellular proteins, enzymes, and everything like that. And then they came up with the collagen in 2023, and I'll show you that shortly. And Tasia is going to be talking about the skincare. But I just want to go back to the first one, the Protandim NRF2. And this is what it's all about. It's a nutrigenomic, nutrition affecting our genes, activation approach. You are stopping the damage to your cells naturally. And how are we doing that? We are enhancing the genetic pathways that make you make your own antioxidants in every single cell of your body. Not take them, make them. And this is what it's made up of. And these are not new ingredients. Look, let's have a look. Turmeric, great antioxidant, great anti-inflammatory. Milk thistle, great for liver cleansing. Ashwagandha bacopa, mental clarity, hormonal balance, mood, and green tea, a great antioxidant. So what they did is they put all of those 5 ingredients together, and they made Protandim NRF2, which is 18 times more effective than those individual agents alone. And what does it do? It reduces oxidative stress. Now that's the balance between oxygen-free radicals and the antioxidant enzymes that you produce. So you are actually reducing your oxidative stress 40% in 30 days in everybody. It increases glutathione, which is a master antioxidant enzyme, by 300% in 3 months. So we are getting to the cellular cause of what's going on. We're getting to the root cause. We're getting the body to do the work. We're getting the body to support the cellular process that it's always meant to do. And that's why this is so exciting. This is the mitochondrial one. These are things you've probably heard of. Alpha-lipoic acid, quercetin, acetyl-carnitine, CoQ10, again, put together in a combination that stimulates a genetic pathway called the NRF1 pathway, which gets those little energy bunnies within your cell, the mitochondria, to work better, to work faster, to replicate better, and to connect better. So here we are. What does it do? It reduces free radicals, it reduces free radical damage, and it increases energy levels. And then we have the NAD synergizer. And as I said, this is the cellular CEO, and this works in a sort of a different way to other things you'll see on the market, because it's actually making the NAD rather than just taking the NAD. Thanks. Now, the real unbelievable pièce de résistance, I might say, is when you put all of these products together. And that's called a tri-synergizer. Tri, because it's the 3 of them. That's the NRF2, works for the decreasing oxidative stress, producing your own antioxidant enzymes. The NRF1, which is for mitochondrial biogenesis. And NAD, which is the cellular CEO. Let's have a look at specific genes. Now, this one is for science nerds. So, Daz, you don't need to remember all of these bits and pieces, because I love this, and some people might find this is pretty great. But this is incredible.
Oh, I forgot.
See the actual specific genes that they actually increase by. But that doesn't all. We've got the liquid collagen, and it's the first and only collagen activator. Thanks, Grania. And we know that collagen is the most abundant protein in the whole body. It's not just skin. It's not just hair. It's your bones. It's your eyes. It's your nails. It's your brain. It's your liver. It's your gut. It's everywhere. When you put the liquid collagen and the NRF2 together, you get incredible results throughout the whole body. Your whole stress response is changed. And I'm not just bringing that out of the air. That's validated by unbelievably great studies. Thank you. And again, here's some before and afters. Now on the left, here I was before I started collagen. I was activated at that time, so I was taking all of the products. I thought I looked pretty good. After about 2 months, I sort of started to look a little bit more, a bit of a glow. And then if you fast track to 7 months down the line, I mean, none of these are with makeup or haven't been touched up or anything like that. You can see that already by adding the collagen to these activators, that this has gone to next level. And we've seen that in the first results. This is Betty on the next slide. Look at this. That's it within a year. Her life is transformed, it's changed. And then here we go. Here's Grania. Look at her eyes. You know, this is incredible. January the 1st to March the 1st. And this is Lainey, the beautiful Lainey. Look at this magnificent woman. Look how the products have changed her face and how gorgeous she looks. So these work. And that's why I say to people, please take photos, or because you really do see how they work. Thanks, Grania.
Thank you. Thanks, Gail, so much. Okay, so our next product story is going to be from Tony Baker in New Zealand. So you can see he's before right here now on the left-hand side. He had a skin condition, which he's going to briefly talk about, and you can see the after. But the incredible thing is that this was actually done internally. So Tony, could you just unmute there and I will, spotlight you. There you are.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I used to suffer with lifelong red itchy skin, patches on my body. And as you saw, especially on my hands, it's the difference today. Now, I've tried everything to heal myself over the years, elimination diets, allergy testing, red light therapy, Eastern medicines, a lot of steroid creams, and all manner of lotions and potions. Yeah, but nothing ever fixed the problem. And the doctors and specialists, of course, just kept prescribing more steroid creams, which I know only mask the symptoms and don't address the root cause, but, they still provided temporary relief from what you can imagine was quite painful situation. And so you continue to use them more and more. And about 11 years ago, I realized my skin had become addicted to the steroid creams. Whenever I would stop using them, my skin would flare up, they would crack and split and get so itchy. And you can imagine the pain just from those pictures you just saw. I just itched all the time. It heavily affected my sleep, my mood, and my mental health was certainly plummeting at that stage. So my wife introduced me to the Protandim Tri-Synergizer, and of course I was skeptical at first, just like Daz, because I've been through so many other products and stuff in my life that have promised the earth and none ever delivered. But I did take it because my wife gently suggested I try it. After about a month of taking it, I noticed, my skin was looking and feeling better, and that it wasn't splitting anymore. That felt really good. I ran out of tablets, and I didn't bother ordering any more because I thought, I might be coming out of the flare on my own. And 2 weeks after I stopped taking them, I noticed the itching and the splitting skin returned, and I thought, let's try this again. So I ordered some more, and being a fairly scientific person, I purposely didn't change anything else about my diet or introduce any other creams or supplements. I wanted to know if I was onto something here. And within another couple of weeks, my skin had stopped itching, being so red. And so I stuck with it. And as the weeks went by, my skin just continued to improve until after about 3 months, red, dry, itchy, splitting skin was just a distant memory. And, my hands just looked normal. And what's that?
That's absolutely incredible, Tony. I am so, so happy for you. And it was all done internally. It's turning on the internals, and that's what actually, can help on the outside. So thank you so much, Tony. Really appreciate that. So now we have the pleasure of bringing Tasia Fitzgerald. Now, as you can see, Tasia is a hair and beauty salon owner up here. She's an esthetician in Australia. And yeah, I'm just going to pass you over to Tasia now, who's actually going to talk about some incredible skincare.
Hello, everybody. My name's Tasia. I've been in the hair and beauty industry for 28 years, and I just wanted to quickly share a little bit about the beautiful skincare line. I got introduced to this incredible product line in December, and I found a really incredible liquid collagen bottle in my friend's fridge. I put it in my body with NRF2. I'd been suffering with, personally, with floaters over my left eye for many months. Within 4 days, my eye, they were gone, and they have not been back since. So in March, they launched this incredible skincare line. I had implemented already the liquid collagen into my business, and the skincare line, just as Dr. Gale actually just spoke about the beautiful NRF2, the products, that NRF2 blend is within this whole skincare line. So there is an incredible cleanser that's a 2-in-1 cleanser, True Clean. What this guy does, he is like a little Pac-Man. He has an enzymatic, he's a cleanser, and he's an enzymatic exfoliant at the same time. So he has a little Pac-Man that come in and gobble up all the debris off your skin, which I love. So very good for all skin types. You've got, sorry, my darling, True Renew, which is their firming lifting serum. This is a natural retinol replacement, so it is incredible lifting. It again has incredible, the NRF2 blend, so everything that you are taking internally, you can now have externally on you. This is my absolute favorite. This guy, just a little tip on this eye gel, makes this particular product be delivered in such a beautiful way. So there is incredible products within this, but it has a capacity within 10 to 15 minutes, you'll actually see and feel what it's actually doing to your eyes. I carry this in my handbag. If you know me, I always have it with me. It is a wonderful eye cream, and the Hydrate starts it. Red algae, vitamin C, there's incredible products within all the line. This helps to break down pigmentation and help to protect your skin from further age spots and pigmentation. The True Clean product line, True Science, True Renew, True Lift, and True Hydrate all rank at an incredible, they're under 1, so 1s and 0 in the Think Dirty app. So if you guys don't have that app, I encourage you to download it. It shows the transparency of this wonderful company. You can see there, Grania is showing some incredible little before and afters. So you can skip through these guys here and see just within 21 days, we've got here 60 days. Have a look at underneath those eyes. Like Lara, amazing. I love this. Absolutely beautiful. But again, around the eyes, the eye cream is just phenomenal. But personally for myself, I think I've had the best results because I've taken it internally, and then the external is just literally just complemented it. That is an incredible before and after around the lips. That is actually a very cool thing about the lip, the eye gel, the eye cream. You can flatten just over those little fine lines over the lip. It's just fantastic. And that is me, guys. The best thing about the product, though, I must say before I jump off, is that the company really supports their brand. So they trust for you to try any product, and that you're getting 30 days risk-free. So I think that is really, really special. Back to you, my love.
Okay, so now we have the beautiful Sean Olivier. So I've known Sean for quite a few years, and this is Sean in 2018, and this is him now in 2023. So we're going to get Sean to share, and he's going to just share what basically happened to him. And yeah, Sean, over to you. What were you taking, and what was the improvement? How did everything improve for you?
Right, Grania, thank you for my introduction. Beautiful, I'll take it. basically, many years ago, probably eight to 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with autoimmune disease, ankylosing spondylitis. And how that presented in your body was just immense pain. I used to have really bad backache, and all my joints were flared up, and battled with pain, fatigue, chronic fatigue, couldn't get through a day. And basically, I'm a tradie, so I'm a physical worker, but really battled to get through the days. Couldn't even pick up my young daughter at the time. I just felt like I was a burden to the family. I just couldn't do anything. Depressed as well, because I'm a blokey bloke, you like to get things done, and I just couldn't get things done. I was basically living on a cocktail diet of opioids, tramadol, oxycodone, miprodol, whatever I could get my hands on, like used to feel like a bit of a junkie, because I used to wake up in the morning and take tramadol just to get to 10 o'clock and then top up and through the day as you go. So I was in a bad way. I couldn't, but my wife kept everything together. She was pretty much like my savior. She used to pack my little grandpa pool bag every day for me to go to work with. And then one day she introduced this new pool, and she's like, you got to try this. This could be it, this could help you out. And we'd been through everything. We'd been through all different treatments and different therapies and all that. And I was pretty much 2 months out from going down to Melbourne to do stem cell treatment, which is also like a very expensive thing, and all out of pocket. You'd have to pay for it yourself. But, we gave this thing a go, and I was skeptical. I'm a bloke, how can one pill make everything right, especially when you're living on all these other drugs. But I gave it a go, and like 4 months in, there was a little bit of a shift. Like I wasn't that cranky. I wasn't that full of pain, and we doubled up. We took twice the amount of what you're normally supposed to do, daily regular dose. Just our thing was like, I'm in bad shape. Maybe this will take the double the dose and it'll get better. But it did. Like 4 months in, I was pain-free, and I dropped all my opioids, like all the drugs that the doctors and specialists had given me, and I was pain-free. And when I went back to the doctors, and they were like, oh, well, we don't know. We can't explain this, like it's, and then I go to my surgeon, and they look at my NRIs, and they're like, you shouldn't be doing activity, you should just really rest. And then when I got my energy back, like, I could start training again. And 2023, 2024, I'm running, like super fit. When we introduced NAD into that, with the NRF1 and NRF2, that was like the game changer. That was it. Like all of a sudden, you just have this immense energy, and strength that came back. I could live again. I could train again, and I was starting to get real gains on my training, which was really important to me. I'm a competitive person by nature, so it just helped with my well-being and mental side of things. When your physical's down, your mental follows along. You get depressed. So the state of where I'm at now is probably the best I've been in my life. When they do central nervous system testing on my body, and your VO2 max testing, and that, like it says my biological age is 10 years younger than my actual age. And my
amazing. That's so good, Sean. That's absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for sharing. Look, I think you can hear from all these people and from doctors and these stories and Tasia that the products, when you start activating and not supplementing, you can really change how you look. And I just want to end by showing you how I had come about. And, this was me back in 2016 to today. This was how I was a fit person. I was healthy, but I don't have a glow that I have now. I'm 56 now, and I think I look younger than I did when I was back in 2016. So I just want to end with this story, this picture. So you see this. This was us in the 4th of April, 2016. I had researched the products. I had seen that they were in America, but nobody knew about them in Australia. New Zealand wasn't even open. And me and these ladies got together. We did the signs. There's a nurse there. There's Charlotte, Una, Denise, Kim. And we just said, you know, why don't we? Someone's got to launch Australia. Why can't it be us? The science is there. The stories are there from America. What if we could impact the lives in Australia? And what if we could make a difference in people's lives and also be able to create a business for ourselves that we can get to work from anywhere in the world? And what if we could teach other people and they could also do this, and they don't have to stay in a job till the rest of their lives? They can go on missions trips, or they can go on a caravan and travel, or they can travel the world. And that's exactly what we did. We took a leap of faith, and in 2016 we did this. And this could be you listening to this. You might have heard our people here. We have an incredible community. We have incredible products, and we have an incredible future across Australia, New Zealand, Europe, America. And I just want to encourage you that if you think, you know what, I've heard these people and I think I'd be interested in knowing more about the products, or knowing more about this team, or knowing more about how I could maybe create some extra income for myself, I would love you to get in touch with the people. If you want to be a customer, I think you've heard it from Gail and Tasia, I would definitely be a customer. But if you want to look at maybe getting your products paid for, or maybe looking at creating another income for your family, why don't you get in touch with the person that recommended you to this video? And I want to thank you so much for taking the time to listen to us today. It is 31 minutes, so I think I did good. Good evening, and thank you, everyone.